Welcome to your Cuesta Sports Update for the week of January 6, 2014. I'm Peter Schuler, and men's basketball begins Western State Conference play this Wednesday with a men's and women's doubleheader against defending champion Ventura. The Cougars have won 4 of the past 6 conference crowns and reached the postseason last year despite finishing 4th in the loop. The men's game follows the women's game and is scheduled to begin at 7 p.m. On Saturday, the Cougars traveled to Santa Maria to face local rival Allen Hancock in another conference twin bill. This is the rivals' second meeting in Santa Maria in the past 2 weeks. The Cougars beat the Bulldogs on December 30th. Saturday's game has been moved up to 5 p.m. The Cougars win over Santa Maria over Allen Hancock to end the 2013 and recent struggles of their conference foes has positioned them as the early conference title favorites. The Cougars, 11-7, and the Bulldogs, 9-8, are the only teams in the loop currently boasting a winning record. Cuesta is ranked 20 in the state, while this week's foes, Ventura and Hancock, remain projected as playoff teams. Last month, Cuesta posted a 5-2 record over the break with a solid 11-7 overall record. The Cougars finished 3rd in the Delta tournament and also claimed the consolation title at the Allen Hancock tournament. Women's basketball begins Western State Conference play this Wednesday against top-ranked Ventura. The Pirates are the team to beat in the Western State Conference and enter the conference ranked number 1 in the state. The women's game precedes the men's game and is scheduled to begin at 5 p.m. On Saturday, the Cougars travel to Santa Maria to face local rival Allen Hancock in another twin bill. This is the rivals' second meeting of the year. The Cougars beat the Bulldogs in SLO on December 7th to win the Phillips 66 tournament title. Saturday's game has been moved up to 3 p.m. Women's basketball has not won a conference title since leaving the Coast Conference in 1982. 6 times, including last year, the Cougars have finished second in the Western State Conference, but that may change this season. The Cougars opened the season with a school record 12 straight wins and were the last undefeated team in the state. Cougars are ranked number 6 in the state, the program's highest since 1997, in mid-December, and are currently number 12. The Western State Conference is once again the state's toughest circuit, and the Cougars will have to get through a conference schedule that has seen all 7 teams get attention from the regional poll, including number 1 Ventura and number 15 Pierce. The Cougars were unlucky in their 13th game of the season that ended their 12-game winning streak to begin the year, but it was the longest streak of the year and the longest in Cuesta history. Cougars dropped from number 6 in the rankings to number 12 after their first loss and were 4-2 over the break. They finished in 3rd place in both the Coast Christmas Classic and the Grossmont Tournament. They are 15-2 on the season. Spring sports are just around the corner. Softball opens the season on the road in Bakersfield on January 30th. Baseball opens the season the next day on January 31st with a 3-game home series against Riverside. Track and field will wait until Valentine's Day to begin competition. The Cougars host the Slowtown Track Classic that day. The events are open to at-large competitors, so bring your sweetheart down and run a few laps. The next day, February 15th, the Aquacats hit the water and swimming and diving begins Western State Conference competition at the Pentathlon in Ventura. That does it for your Cuesta Sports Update today, January 6th, 2014. I'm Peter Schuler, and I will see you at the games.